He's considered one of the best junior middleweights in the world. 27-year-old Paul Vaden out of San Diego is ranked in the top 10 by all 3 rating organizations, as high as number 2 by the IBF. He has won all 21 of his pro fights. What exactly Paul Vaden dangerous to encounter?
Well, you definitely have to deal with my hand speed first off, and that's going to, set you back. You're not going to be able to do it with me with my hand speed. I'm in extremely good shape. I take it very seriously. I take this art form very seriously. And you got to watch, because you never know when I'm coming under and underneath, and that's with my uppercut. So things of that nature.
Even though he's world ranked, Paul Vaden is still a relatively welterweight. How does he plan to make a name for himself?
Winning. I mean, if you even look at my amateur career and everything, I've always done that consistently, and that was win. I mean, whomever you put in front of me, I was able to conquer, and will continue. I mean, I'm not running from anyone. I mean, whoever you bring forth, if you got a beef with me, if you think you can beat me, and if right now if you're ahead of me, then bring it. It's that simple.
Well, this young fighter has a lot of confidence, as you can hear. They've done a good job building him into a world. Now he needs high-level experience and exposure.
Well, he'll get the exposure. Is he getting a high-level experience tonight in 25-year-old Andreas Arellano, who was born in Mexico. He's lived in the U.S. since the age of 13, a Golden Gloves champion out of Indianapolis. He is now living in Charlotte. He is unbeaten in his last 8 fights, although that's on the Southern Circuit, and he understands the major step competition against Vaden tonight.
Well, to me, it means everything. I'm in a winning streak. I got my stuff together. I got my punch, my power. I feel stronger. I'm ready for top 10. I'm ready. And like I said, the best fighters bring the best out of me. So this is it. This is a big one.
Well, he is also the bigger fighter in the ring, both over the junior middleweight limit of 154. Arellano is a natural middleweight. His last 3 fights over 160 pounds. He actually comes down a couple of pounds to get in range of Paul Vaden for this fight. We are right outside of New Orleans, and here are the Louisiana rules. No standing 8 count. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. You can be saved by the bell only in the final round, and it's a 3-point must scoring system. Now to our ring announcer in the black tuxedo tonight with the lovely white accessories. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's bouts are under the auspices of the Louisiana State Boxing and Wrestling Commission. The chairman is the Honorable Lynn Miller. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Gell Promotions, matchmaker Les Bonanno, and Budweiser, This Bud's For You, presents 10 rounds junior middleweights. Your referee from Bogalusa, Louisiana, Terry Wood. Introducing now the principals first. In corner to my right, wearing the white, red, and black trunks. He weighs in at 158 pounds. His professional record, 15 wins, 4 defeats. He has 1 draw with 11 knockouts. El Hijo de la República de Mexico, now making his home in Charlotte, North Carolina, Andreas Arellano. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the trunks with the black trim, he weighs 156 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in 21 professional bouts. He has 10 knockouts. He hails from San Diego, California. He is ranked number 9 in the world by the WBA and the WBC. He is ranked number 2 in the world by the IF. Here is Paul, the ultimate Vaden. Vaden, 10 rounds, junior middleweights.
Let's go, Paul.
Paul, good to have you. Pleasure to be here. Why isn't he coming, Terry?
Oh, the plan.
Good to have him. Pleasure to be here.
All right, guys, you've given your pre-fight instructions earlier today. Do you have any questions? You obey my commands at all times. Wait, go to your corner and wait for the bell.
Good to have you.
Vaden almost receiving a delay of game penalty before this one even started. Here is a terrific athlete. He started boxing at the age of 8, had 337 amateur fights, of which he won 327 of those. Went to the quarterfinals of the 1988 trials, losing to the eventual champ and gold medal winner Kenny Gould. And loves to stay in the ring. An excellent basketball player. At one point thought he would embark on a hoops career as opposed to boxing, but he loves to train. He has gotten himself into the top 10. He has faced only one top 10 opponent, John Montes, who at 33 was coming back and was ranked number 7 and who fell to Vaden in a 12-round decision. And tonight trying to figure out what Andreas Arellano brings to the dance.
Well, Arellano says his style is pressure and to take charge. He goes inside and he tries to fight his opponents. For this fight, Paul Vaden said, I am going to have to figure him out early, so there will be a feel him out process in the first round. I respect all competitors. I'm going to see what my punching power and my speed are going to do to him.
There are also some out there who are trying to figure out why Paul Vaden is ranked as high as number 2. 21 fights. He's won all 21. Nothing in spectacular fashion. Has not faced consistent world-rated opposition. But as he had said moments ago, it's just all has to do with winning, and that's all he has done.
Yeah, 21 wins, no losses, 10 KOs. As an amateur, he had 327 fights with only 10 losses. Lupe Aquino, Terry Norris, Gilbert Baptiste, Chris Bird, fought a lot of names that have gone on to professional prominence as amateurs.
This is scheduled for 10. Arellano is long and lean, and despite that reach, and he has a couple of inches reach advantage on Vaden, who is just as tall, but Arellano doesn't really use the reach. Instead, he likes to get in and slug it out, but here at the outset, unable to get inside on Vaden, who stays on the move.
Yeah, good boxer, Paul Vaden, and he does a good job of using his lateral movement. Paul does.
Endurance is certainly on his side of the ledger, and the longer a fight goes, he feels his chances are better in a fight. Down to 10 seconds in the first round. And this has been a complete feeling out process for 3 minutes. Paul Vaden, ranked number 2 by the IBF and number 9 by both the WBC and the WBA in the junior middleweight division. The title is vacant at the moment. Luis Santana, the WB champion, Vincent Pettway, the IBF champion, and now Vaden opens it up. That left hand stings Arellano, who better get a little busier. This was supposed to be Arellano's fight plan, but turning it up in round number 2 is Vaden. He's very patient, and if there has been any weakness, it is said that when he gets a guy in trouble, he has a tendency to finish him off.
Like right there. You saw him come out in this second round with a barrage of punches. Looked like he staggered Arellano, but then he backs off of him. Paul Vaden's power, he says, comes from his speed, and speed is power.
And I think at the moment Arellano is a little in awe of the speed of Vaden. Arellano has put together a nice little string of 8 in a row. He's knocked out 5 of his last 7 opponents. But that is not as impressive as it may sound, because the level of his opponents you have to consider. It was on the Southern Circuit, fights in Carolina and Tennessee and Florida. And he is stepping up way in class tonight. Wants to see exactly where he stands.
Yeah, and those wins also against fighters that are notoriously slow like he is. Not against the speed like a Paul Vaden.
Oh, Vaden
Good combination.
gets in quickly, just snaps it off.
And then moves out. Gets in, scores, and then moves out of range, so there's no retaliation from Arellano. Arellano must do something to try to kill that speed. You have to nullify that speed against Paul Vaden. Arellano might try to go downstairs to the body. Also, look how tall, how long the body of Vaden is. See the midsection? Between rounds, they were telling Arellano down to the body, a straight right to the body, and that would work well.
Well, there's no question Arellano has been in trouble several moments in this second round, but Vaden just stepping back, very patient, just doing the job. I mean, we're talking about him as a well-kept secret. Here's his opportunity to get airtime. And
maybe that's why he's stepping back.
Exactly, exactly. But he is halfway with Andreas Arellano here in the second round. And we will pause right now for a word from your local cable systems.